former head football coach, as well as he's been an assistant at a number of places in the state in the high school ranks, and also many people consider an outstanding quarterback instructor, Aso Pogi. And Aso, you're in a unique position in because you're getting ready for a camp on the 13th of July.
Yep.
That camp will be at Crossroads Christian. And, we haven't had many football camps. There haven't been very many opportunities for kids to get out there and showcase their abilities. And you've got to try and organize this and also keep parents and kids confident that you're going to do everything you can to keep them safe.
Yep. I think at the end of the day, we have to have just precautions set up. I mean, our just we'll test temperatures first come in on the bench press. You know, when kids are doing our maxes on bench press, we'll spray down after each kid goes. We'll make sure we spray down and then next kid up. So we're going to do everything in our control. To allow this thing to happen and to have a good showing.
And again, here's kind of the key deal. The NCAA has extended the moratorium on recruiting off campus and on campus. In other words, um, it continues. Recruits cannot go to football facilities and meet face to face with coaches, and coaches cannot leave their campus and meet face to face or even watch recruits. Uh, that's NCAA schools. Now, again, NAIA and junior college can do some of that, but most of them aren't because they don't have the budget. Um, and your camp is going to be videotaped, which I've already had a number of Division I coaches coach at Central Florida that recruits Oklahoma called me the other day. I've heard from Oklahoma State. I've heard from Iowa State. I'm going to guess you probably heard from a few schools. They're
Yep.
anxious to get their hands on some fresh videotape because in most cases, coaches haven't seen anything new on these kids since their last football season.
Well, I think for us, we're going to video just all of the different sections that we'll involve ourselves in. We're going to video the combine testing, and obviously uh, those things can go public if the athlete wants it to go public. But we will give our players that choice whether they want their testing to go public or not. But we will video it in the sense of if somebody wants those, um, and pertaining to if they want to share those videos. We'll also, video our competition stuff, things like one-on-ones and seven-on-seven and half line and different things that we'll do at the camp. We will have the opportunity for every athlete there to get their hands on that video and also to share it with collegiate coaches themselves as well as for us to share it with collegiate coaches. I've been in contact with a few, and you're right, Robert. There's a lot of excitement about being able to get some fresh tape and to evaluate some kids. This is just a one-day event, but it does allow the opportunity just to compete at a high level. So it'll be fun.
What's the response you've been getting? Because again, Nike, or I keep wanting to say Nike. Nike hadn't done the opening for several years at Student Sports, but Student Sports, Under Armour, Rivals, they all canceled their camps back in late March, early April. We would be. This is around the 4th of July, so this would be about the time the opening would be going on down at the Star in Frisco. This is typically when they do the finals of the opening. But again, there's no finals. There were no regionals, at least not many before the pandemic started.
Yeah,
So, what's the response been? Because a lot of these kids, I mean, I know they've been working out, and I know the OSSAA has allowed schools to start working out here in June. But what kind of response have you had? And also, let folks know who you'll have there as far as coaching staffs, as far as
yeah.
maybe what the coach to player ratio might be, because everybody's interested in that. But hit on those two things.
Well, our response has been good. We've got, um, I think, somewhere in the range of 30 to 40 kids registered. I mean, it's been real positive, and we're pretty excited about just where it's going. I know there's a lot of other kids that have not registered yet, but feel like it's going to be a really good response. Um, our coaching staff that will be there will be Lee Blankenship and the Mustang coaching staff um, with Mustang football. They are 9 of those guys will be involved with hosting the camp with us and working the camp. The camp ratio as far as player to athlete, we want to try to keep it at 10 to 15 kids within that range to one coach. We'll have plenty of coaches there. There'll be at least 13 to 14 coaches on site. If need more, we'll add more. So just a great opportunity just to again compete. I get a thing, Robert. I think one of the biggest things is there's schools are going. There's a lot of things going on. FBU, all Nike Elite 11, those different things are still going on. And, at the end of the day, we are going to take all full precautions, make sure we're taking temperatures. We're not sharing water. You have to bring your own water bottle, things like that. You're going to take all the precautions possible to make sure that we are putting ourselves, our kids, in a safe environment to where they can just come and compete. But at the end of the day, parents are going to make those decisions for their kids, and we just want to try to provide a good avenue, a safe atmosphere to where people can come in and just compete at a high level. Again, it's a one-day event and allows to showcase their talent.
And again, if they want to get information on this, I4 football or I4sports.com.
I4sports.com.
I4sports.com. That's little I, number 4, sports.com. And you can go there. And I think you can even register there, right?
Yes, yes, you can.
Okay. So, and how long do you anticipate? How many hours do you anticipate the athletes being involved with between the combine and on field work? What are you looking at there? You think?
With the combine, we want to try to get all the combine work done within an hour from the split and the rotation. And again, just with our staffing, just to be completely organized where we can make sure it's a safe environment, and then keeping enough staffing everywhere to where we can rotate quickly and get kids in tested and on to their next combine testing. Um, should work within an hour. From there, the rest of the time will be what we will call technique and footwork, and then you'll roll right into your competitions. So a lot of opportunities to really, showcase one end of your combine testing skills, and then the other end of, just showing off your ability, so to speak, with competitions and with technique and footwork.
Yeah, I can tell you this, and again, a lot of the camps that I've gone to in the past aren't going on this summer. There's one that's been down in Commerce, Texas, for the last couple of years. East Texas, yeah, East Texas State has put it on, um, and it's unbelievable. It's a satellite camp, so there's Oklahoma State's been down there, Oklahoma's been down there, Texas. probably most of the schools in the Big 12, about half the schools in the Big 10, some SEC schools. I mean, it's really been crazy. But also, they have as many as 500 to 600 kids a session, and they get the combine testing done in an hour. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, if you want technique, call somebody at East Texas State and say, "Hey, send me a deal on how you guys did all that combine testing in an hour," because it was the most amazing operation I've ever seen. I mean, the military doesn't operate with as much precision as that satellite camp did, because they would tell you, we're going to be done in an hour with this, and lo and behold, you'd say there's no chance. They were done in an hour. Every kid had run a 40. Every kid had done a 5-10-5. Every kid had done a vertical. Now, they didn't do the bench press. They did vertical 5-10-5 and 40s. And I mean, they were done inside an hour. And I'm like, with 600 kids, it's like amazing. But
That is pretty cool.
oh God. And you can imagine that camp is in July on the turf at their stadium. That is one hot booger. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
just telling you, it was rough. So, but they got it done. They got it going quick, got it done. Hey, also, again, i4sports.com, and folks can find out all the answers to the questions there. This is coming up on Monday, July 13th, folks. It's a great opportunity. There's some others out there I've seen, but you'll pay twice as much, if not more. This is very reasonable. It's still $75 pre-registered, right?
Yeah, pre-register, $75.
So, hey, Aso, I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks, Robert. We appreciate you, man, and hope to see you soon.
All right, Aso Pogi and.